Alright guys, welcome back for another one. It's been a while since I did a live stream. Today I'm just starting off with getting a Blitz rotation going because gotta go hard for Yellow Jacket, the brand new character. The main reason why I'm streaming today, along with some other things, which I'll get into later. Justin Blazing, hi man, how's it going? It's been a while since I did a live stream. Today I'm just starting off with getting a Blitz rotation going because gotta go hard for Yellow Jacket. Alright. Well, I need to go full screen. Alright, there we go. That's much better. I hope you guys can hear me okay. It's been a while since I messed around with my settings. I got a new camera that I'm trying out on live stream. Nothing like a live stream to test new out equipment. I do got to make this monitor like further over because it's like I feel like I'm looking way off to the side. All right, Justin, just don't get yourself in trouble, man. I'm not worth it. I do appreciate the loyalty, but I'm not worth it. Oh, thanks. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Clown Prince. All right, awesome, man. Hey, thanks for stopping by. It's the first time I've done live in a long time, ever since I stopped my second account. I have a couple of projects that I'm working on behind the scenes, so I know I'm not able to get a video out for a day or two, possibly 3. So I figured I'd live stream while I'm working on those projects, so you guys don't miss me too much. And Yellow Jacket is not helping me working on my projects, that's for sure. Trying to blitz every 2 hours. Mainly I'm trying to hit that 2-3% number to get 55 shards twice. Things you gotta do to not spend money in this game, guys. Hi James, how's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by. All right, get this one on auto. Now, guys, I'm not a big fan of Blitz. I'm really thankful for the Blitz sim coming up, but I am worried that it's just going to move me down the ranks because people that normally don't Blitz are just going to go in and hit that auto sim now. So I am a little concerned about auto Blitz on that aspect, that I don't feel like I'm going to score as high going forward, but we'll wait and see. Don't be afraid, guys, to ask questions. I'm here to answer any questions. Talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. You want to talk about the X-Men? You want to talk about the next Legendary? I'm all for that. We can have fun. We can do some conspiracy theories if you like. Unknown. Hey, man, how's it going? Michael, how's it going, man? Blitz, so much fun, guys. Blitz is so much fun. Hopefully you guys got that sarcastic tone. How hyped am I for the new X-Men? I tell you what, this next group of X-Men is probably some along my favorite, not considering the fact that Jubilee's my favorite X-Men character of all time by hands down. Just my childhood growing up in the 90s watching that cartoon. So yeah, I am hyped. I'm hyped for Jubilee. I'm hyped to see who the Legendary is. Either if it's Nightcrawler, Rogue, or someone else, I'm pretty hyped. Every name that I've heard is someone I'm excited about. And this team, not the greatest team in the world, but there's a Night Nurse. Let's go pick on Night Nurse. Yeah, so I am going to stop being 100% free to play sometime in the near future. I am 5 days away from 2 years. But no, don't expect me to go off and be a dolphin, a kraken, a whale, or any of that stuff. That's not going to be me. I'm still going to tailor my information to free to play, light spenders, early mid game players. Like that group of players is where my content is going to stay. That's what I have the most experience at, and that's mainly what I feel my content is best for. So no matter what I do, my content's not really going to change. If anything, it may down the road add to what I'm able to deliver for you guys. James, there hasn't been a video on the next legendary. It was teased at yesterday in the dev blog, the next legendary. So right now there's a couple rumors circulating, whether it's Nightcrawler, Rogue. I think someone threw out Professor X. There's rumors like that going around. I'm starting to lean towards Nightcrawler more and more as the potential legendary. Mainly because it seems like the next legendary is going to be a brawler, and they did say the next legendary is an X-Men that will be on the Astonishing X-Men team. So that's what the latest information is and rumors I've heard. Usually my targeted score is somewhere between 16 to 18 million. And I pretty much do it the cheap way, the way that takes me the least amount of time blitzing is. And that's pretty much going tiers 1 through 5 and on auto, like non-stop. I can score that, and it seems to work out good. I spend half the time someone who's trying to do 8.3 over and over again. So I find my time in the game towards the value that I get is the optimal for me. Yeah, Yellow Jack. The Pimtech, Ghost as of last night is now in all the basic, premium, mega, and ultimate orbs. So that is a good sign that Pimtech will be needed for the next legendary. Pretty much 90% confirms it at this point. So spending money on the Pimtech, at least getting them all at 5, not a bad investment if the next legendary is someone like Nightcrawler, a little on the OP side, dodges like crazy, deals a ton of damage. I could see that being a very painful character in the game. Yes, Alfonso, cheap to play. I guess you could call it that. It's also going to depend on how my channel grows and how my content grows and how people support me. Obviously, the more growth and channel growth I have, the more I can invest back into the game, the more I can invest back into my content. So ultimately, my spending level is going to determine on my YouTube content and the followers that I get. If Jubilee is the next legendary, I don't know what I'll do, guys. I honestly do not know what I'm going to do at this point, if that is true. Like, I just hope she's not the weak character on the X-Men team. That's my fear, is that Jubilee's going to be the weak character on the X-Men team, the most replaceable character, especially if the other rumors that Rogue and Gambit will come later in 2021 and be put on the Astonishing X-Men team. Is she going to be the replaceable one? If so, my feelings are going to be hurt, especially because I can see Gambit being a blaster. 10 shards from 5-star Ghost. That's awesome. Congrats. Who do I want to take on? I'll take on these guys. Oh, load screens. Honestly, some days I want to know how much time would we save in this game if it wasn't for load screens. I think Jubilee will get blind and stun. Honestly, I think she should give blind and stun. Hopefully you're correct. I'm concerned because I've already seen enough stuff over like evades and healing so far that I'm a little concerned that her kit won't be as good because they feel like they already do too much. But the more the better. If they're the next Apex team in the game, especially in raids, I'm not going to complain because these are some of my most beloved characters growing up that I'm super excited for being in the game. I'm not super excited for all the mutant gear that I feel like I've needed recently for all the mutant characters, because I feel like some of the best characters in the game outside bio are also mutant. So yeah, a lot of that going on. Not Rhino. Sure. But I think most of the community is pretty hyped for X-Men. I think that's I think when it comes to Marvel in general, I think that was a lot of people's gateway into Marvel comics or comics in general. So I think there's a lot of nostalgia with X-Men. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to skip on Shatterstar and Longshot. Me personally, I am probably definitely going to be skipping on those two. I'm already, my cores are a little bit on the low side. And I usually the event campaign characters, which I believe Shatterstar is the next campaign character. Now, usually I'll push hard to get those characters at 5 stars, or at least try to get them to 5 stars. But I'm thinking since I'm in a tight core situation currently that I'm probably going to skip out on Shatterstar and not do the 100 refreshes. I may still do the 50, but I'm not going to do the 100. So, yeah, I 100% agree. I think they're just meh in this patch. Even if they turn out to be a one heck of a 1-2 combo, I think they're still going to get passed up on this patch. This patch is going to be longer than normal patches, so there's going to be more time, but still, it's all mutant gear. If they took something else other than mutant gear, maybe they'd probably get some love, but yeah, not happening. Josh, you should cheat and buy the $50 core offer early. I saw that one today. And honestly, guys, since they've done the whole entire like Thanksgiving Black Friday sale stuff, it's been very tempting knowing that I'm about ready to cross this bridge. And it was very tempting just to watch these offers, knowing like the 180 shards of Elsa Bloodstone with the Mega Orb. I found huge value in that offer because I'm more than 180 shards off of completing Elsa and an extra Mega Orb when there are so many new characters in there that I don't have at max stars. It was very tempting to want to grab that one. Ultimately, I let it go to not break my promise to the base that follows me that I said I would see 2 years through. And I know that offer is going to expire before 5 days is up. Hopefully they run some more. It is the holidays. They tend to be a little bit more generous during the holidays before they try to ramp up their pricing again to start the year off. So we'll see. Hopefully I get another opportunity at something like that. I think ultimately what they're trying to do right now is trying to push people through to level 80. Because if you get to level 80, the next thing you're going to want to do in this game is build your Dark Dimension 4 characters. And there's tons of bottlenecks for Dark Dimension 4. So I think they feel like if they get characters or get players to level 80, they'll naturally want to get to Dark Dimension 4, complete Dark Dimension 4, get Doom, and they're going to need to spend on all those unique gears, all those orange gear pieces. And I think that's where they're planning on making their money. So I think they're trying to cheaply throw out offers to help players get to level 80, just so they can capitalize on the back end of players' ambition to complete Dark Dimension 4. I'm so glad I'm doing Easy Blitz. Makes it thoughtless and I can talk to you guys better. Oh, Wakandans, what would we do without you? Not have means about Apex raid teams, probably. Yeah, the Orb Avalanche. Yes, I'm almost 90% sure that is happening. Some of the larger content creators have pretty much said that they have sources I don't have, so sometimes I follow them to get a source from a source. But yeah, so they're pretty much saying it's happening. Apparently a person who has a dev in their alliance said that it is happening. So it's just a matter of when, pretty much at this point. And I'm with you. I have tons of orbs to open up. I've been saving them pretty much to make sure no matter what they put as the orbs that qualify for this event, that I pretty much have it covered. The last thing you want to do is whale out an event like an Orb Avalanche. Like it kind of sucks if you're in that position. So I don't blame you. I know once that's done, I can finally open up the hundreds, and I mean hundreds of orbs I have saved up. Nope, that's not happening. 1, 2. I don't like Juggernaut and Loki, but I don't like that even more. All right, we're going here. They'll probably fix that bottleneck with Battle Pass. Alfonso, you're probably correct. I think they'll fix one bottleneck, but I don't think they're going to fix all the bottlenecks unless the Battle Pass does cost a lot, which in that case, I think that would hurt the game more than help the game. I think at the end of the day, they need to make sure it's reasonably priced to not turn the players off of the game is now behind a paywall. The game does have a paywall to it, but you can still advance 100% free to play in this game. There's only a few characters that really are behind a paywall, and that's your milestone characters and your premium orb characters. Andres, day 1, free to play player. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was just telling Alfonso. So yeah, it's definitely can be competitive as 100% free to play. Hey Andrew, hey Andrew. Yes, all is well as far as that front. Hope all is well with you. I can't talk all of a sudden. Yeah, the milestone orb was excluded the last time. I do expect it to be excluded again, just because it's an easy to obtain orb. And also, Emma Frost's milestone event should be coming back on Wednesday. Now, it is possible they could delay it. They did delay Symbiote Spider-Man an extra cycle on his 3rd run. So it is possible they could delay her. But if they stick to their every 4-week rotation, Emma will be back on Wednesday. How many orbs I take on average? It depends on what orbs you have saved and what orbs you're using. A lot of people will save their orange gear orbs, the orange gear raid orbs, because they give a decent amount of points, and not a lot of people actually need the resources in there. Now with Dark Dimension 4, could be a different story. So a lot of people just save that one up, and I know that one takes a couple hundred, which you can easily get it through raids over a couple months of just saving. Like I have hundreds of them right now too. Like I am planning for a worst case scenario, and after I'm done with this Blitz rotation, we can go ahead and take a look at all the orbs that I currently have saved. But yeah, I'm planning for worst case scenario. You know, if they make it an outrageous number or something like that, I think I have it covered. And like I said, best case scenario, I don't need all that, and I'm still popping all the orbs open at that date because I know it's going to be June or July before we have another orb opening event. All right, getting done here, guys. And then we're going to go into Arena and see if we can find a Mr. Sinister to smack around. All right. And what character would you like to see be added? Well, Jubilee's getting added, so, well, not 100% confirmed yet, but I'm expecting that tonight. So if she's getting added, then I think next on my list is going to be Apocalypse. That's going to be my next character I want to see on the list. Always, and if you guys have been following my Discord or other things, you guys see me put out a poll of characters you guys would like to see come in 2021. That poll is now closed. I do have the results. I'm just waiting for all the characters to be confirmed for this patch before I start putting that video together. So next week or the following week, you guys should see that video coming out of the top 10 characters the community wants to see come to Marvel Strike Force. Does anyone have Doom yet? No, no one has Doom yet. The furthest anyone's gotten in Dark Dimension, at least last time I checked, is they've cleared the global lanes, but they still have Cosmic, City, and Legendary to go. And I think even with the whales, the gear they need is very hard to obtain, and there's multiple bottlenecks. So I think that's the main reason why no one's cleared it yet. I think we all expected someone to go through and clear it really fast. But I think the biggest difference with Dark Dimension 4 to Dark Dimension 3 is Dark Dimension 3, once you had the 5 in, you could literally use one character on Global, Cosmic, and City. And I think that's why Tadano Mac cleared so fast. And in Dark Dimension 4, you now need at least a minimum of 4 characters for each set of nodes. So I think that's the reason why everyone is not flying through it. More than they already have, actually. All right. Yeah, Clown Punch, you pretty much nailed what it possibly is or what it most likely is. My idea of legendary was either Rogue or Nightcrawler. I see Rogue as a better legendary than Nightcrawler, but if Nightcrawler's got a bigger fan base, I could see why they put him as a legendary. People would be more tended to spend, not only now, but in the future of the game also. So I think it's going to be Nightcrawler, but I would love to see Rogue as a legendary, to be honest. Because I think she'll have a better OP kit if she's a legendary. If she's not a legendary, she's not going to have OP kit. But she could be the next milestone character. And milestone characters are typically a little on the OP side. So I'm not ruling that one out either. Now you have me thinking. Yeah, so how do I have that many gold? Well, here, I'm actually going to cover that one for you guys. At 11, which is about 10 minutes in my time, is when my store refreshes. So I'm actually going to show you guys how I manage my gold on a daily basis today on this live stream. I actually made a tip of the day video yesterday that I didn't release, showing you guys how I do that. So yeah, you're going to see that here from me in a little bit once we get through this Blitz rotation and my store refreshes. Silver Surfer, yes. Silver Surfer is another one that a lot of people want to see coming to the game. I'm actually shocked he's not part of the game already. I mean, in March, this game has been global launch for 3 years and they still don't have Silver Surfer. That to me is mind-boggling. But still don't have Gambit and Rogue, and Gambit's another one. It's mind-boggling the popular characters that are still not in the game. If you guys see me nodding my head, it's because I got music in my headphones. It's probably a little harder for you guys to hear on stream because I have it turned way down. But in my head, it's pretty loud. Well, not as loud. I've turned the volume down, but still I can hear it very clearly. Almost there. We got 2 more Blitz, and I got to drop back down to tier 1. Brian, I'd rather have Silver Surfer with Fantastic Four than She-Hulk. I 100% agree with you, and I think you're going to get your wish sometime in the future of this game. I just don't know when that future is. I am very curious to see what they do with this game in 2021. I'm very nervous about level 2 ISO coming out because I just don't know. There's no play testing for it, so now it's more them not getting any feedback before they release something. So I am a little nervous to see what they do with ISO. Level 2, I think it's going to come out in March when they celebrate their 3rd year. Over 500 characters they could release. Well, that the sheet that I put together for you guys to vote on what characters you'd like to see come in 2021, which was characters submitted by people in my Discord, that had over 115 characters alone on that list. So yeah, and they only released about 30 characters a year, so they got plenty and plenty of years of releasing characters and not have to run into a problem where they might have to sell us the same character in a different outfit. All right. Clown Prince, I feel Surfer will come with Galactus. Possibly. The devs have talked about Galactus before. They wouldn't know how they would put him in the game because his character model obviously should be huge and he wouldn't be realistically being shrunk down to the size of everyone else. So I don't know if they're ever going to tackle that one or not, but we'll wait and see. Am I going to purchase the Battle Pass? The answer to that is maybe. It's going to depend on the price point and what's the reward for spending on the Battle Pass. If it's no different than buying an offer, then I'm probably not going to purchase the Battle Pass. If it is cheaper than buying an offer, then it also adds value. I'm hoping for a $10 price point, as I think that's a fair subscription type pricing. But I've heard $15, so we'll see. I think somewhere between $10 and $15 reasonably should be the price. Like I said, I'm more on the $10 side than the $15 side. And obviously it's going to come down to what is the benefit of spending that, right? I spent a subscription on Netflix, Disney Plus. I'm about ready to get HBO Max because all the Warner Brother movies in 2021 are going straight to HBO Max. So spending it on a game, a subscription service on a game, to me is not that big a deal when I think about it in that aspect. But like I said, it's going to depend on what benefits do I get from it by doing so. I honestly, Rodama, is that how I say your name? Hopefully I didn't butcher that. But anyways, so what I honestly see, if they do Rogue as the next milestone character, so I think February is when we get the next milestone character. Oh, auto quit. Now I got to think a little bit. And I heard they're coming together. Now, I don't know if you guys remember or not, but there was a Valentine's event with Cyclops this past year. And I believe Gambit will be that Valentine's character released, which is similar to how Negasonic was released and Anti-Venom was released. So the kind of same method you guys saw how they were released is what to expect from those characters, is what I expect for Gambit's event. So Rogue, Milestone, Gambit, the Valentine's event campaign character. Pretty much what I kind of expect at the moment, but it's all hearsay, rumors, and speculation. A little bit more storyline in the game, Andrew says. How do you guys feel about that? I'm one who actually just skips through the story. I have no idea what the story is in the game. So I'm not against them putting it in the storyline. I just know it's not everyone's cup of tea. Like, you rather just, you want to fight with, what am I doing this auto? Why am I not quitting? What's wrong with me? Like I said, now I'm getting distracted trying to do different things. But, you know, guys, you know, it's your guys' thought, your opinion. Obviously, if you guys, you know, go into forums and request more of a, you know, storyline to the game, if there's a huge demand for it, they'll do it. I don't know how long it takes them to do stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, to me, like I said, I skipped through the storyline as is, so to me, it wouldn't really make a big difference. Yeah, Clown Prince, that's what a lot of people are expecting a Valentine's release for both of those. That's the main reason why, like I said, I didn't even think about the next milestone character and when they would be released, because it will run through most of December. They'll take January off, and then February is when the next milestone character would hit. Typically, if they stick to the 4-week rotation. VJ, who do I think the next legendary Astonishing X-Men is? I am leaning towards Nightcrawler, and even though I would like to see Rogue, personally myself, but I am leaning towards Nightcrawler as the legendary, as I think they could do a lot of OP things with him. So yeah, that's where it is. Gambit as a mini milestone. Yeah, like I said, I would expect February they always do those type of releases, just like we just had with Anti-Venom, if you guys remember that event at all. But yeah, that's what to expect when it comes to that Valentine's Day. Usually Valentine's, Pride Month, and Halloween. It's 3 times a year. What do I think about seed theory? I've been on record many a times. Most of the time I've been on record with it has always been on a live stream, but I've always, for months now, been against the whole entire, like, I believe that there's such thing as a seed. Like, you're in a certain number, a random number generator, right? It's either going to hit high, hit low, or somewhere in between. And unfortunately, I don't know why, if it's supposed to be random odds, why there's certain seeds that give you certain better drop rates. So I do believe in that. But the whole entire spending 400 to me never made any sense. And I've been saying that for ever since seed theory was announced. It doesn't make any sense to me. Why does spending 400 change your seed? Why not going into a raid match and then come back out and pulling more orbs change your seed? Why not restarting the game? Why does that not change your seed? Why does, I just did a blitz rotation, why does that not change my seed? So the whole entire 400 was something I could never wrap my head around or understand, like, that's the reason it works. But I do believe, and there is such thing as you're just in a good seed. Like, I do believe in that. All right, finally through a blitz rotation. We're going to get into an arena match real quick. Likes, where are my likes? I'm only at 9 likes, guys. What are you guys doing? Hit that like button. Thanks, Edward. Okay, I get you. I mean, it's fair. Like I said, you like what you like in this game, and that's fine and fair as long as you're not, asking them to, like, I don't know, do something bad to another player. I don't know why they would do that, but more milestone release. They could also thanks to credits milestones. Yeah, the seasonal orb. I don't know what to expect there. I am curious because I'm thinking that's going to start in January, so I am waiting to see what they do. Oh, well, I did not know that the original was restarting the game. That's cool. Yeah, like I said, I don't know where the whole entire 400 came from and why that became so popular. Oh, thanks, Scott, man. How's it going? All right, let's get a match in here. I'm at 80. While the whole entire symbiote event was going on and I was playing with symbiotes, I dropped back into the hundreds. I've now found my way back up, picking on teams that shouldn't be in front of me. I always look for a Mr. Sinister first because if there's a Mr. Sinister, I'm going to win. It's pretty much an easy win condition for me. Unfortunately, I've gotten to the point in the game where almost everyone has a Black Order now. I have a Black Order, but my call's not that great. I'm not seeing a win. I might just auto here. Yeah, we're going to go into an auto real quick. Maybe I'll get a win, maybe I won't. I don't know, who knows. I could read more of you guys' comments while I'm autoing this. No, I don't play Marvel Future Fight or Contest of Champions. I think Puzzle Quest was the one I tried a long time ago and didn't really stick through it. It was very confusing to me. One of them I may have played, but didn't really care for a lot. But I don't know which one that was. It was the one where, I don't know, you had a character, you can move them, and they did abilities. I don't know, I tried it. Didn't really care for it that much. What's the single anyone's seen? I've seen someone with over 700 CP Black Order. Alright. Oh my goodness. Someone has defenders over 600k. I feel bad for that person already. I know they think they accomplished something great, but I feel bad for them already. Yeah, this ain't going anywhere. Let's quit. Sometimes I get lucky against Black Order. Not all the time. I might have won that. I don't know. Maybe I quit too soon. I just saw my characters in red and gave up. All right, make sure I'm not missing anything. Is it 11? Oh, it is 11:02. All right, daily objectives. All right, let me get a quick raid in on each one, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I do my gold every day and how I'm able to save up. But I know I'm sitting on full energy right now, so I do want to try to just do one attack to not sit on full energy. I cannot wait for the difficulty slider because this is too easy, literally too easy. Oh, you're struggling against the 600 defenders. Sinister Six can punch up. The original ones can punch up. You possibly, depending on your investment on them, over 100k onto them. So it's probably the best way to deal with the big defenders. But ultimately, you just want to avoid taking a team against them that does a lot of debuffs, because Jessica Jones will clear it. Alright, I'm going to play this one manually, even though I could put this on auto and win. I feel like I've done a lot of auto for you guys, so I figure I'll do something manually here for once. I don't even need to really put defense up. Goodbye. Like I said, difficulty slider. Needed, please. Except for Gamma. I am not looking forward to difficulty slider for Gamma. If you guys did not see me do that deep dive video, I'm not looking for that one bit at all. 200 days in, 100K, yeah. Because a lot of the teams, like you start seeing teams like the 300, 400K. What you don't realize at the beginning of the game is actually Stark Tech actually adds a lot of that power that you don't see. Like you can have, I can have level 60 tunes, or you can have level 60 tunes, and my level 60 tunes are going to be much better than yours. And it comes down to Stark Tech. Yeah, it's you want to invest in Stark Tech. Unfortunately, it takes a very long time to max out all the Stark Tech numbers. I know it took me over 600 days before I had mine completely done. But yeah, it's all in Stark Tech. All right, that's one there. Oh man. All right, which characters? Oh, Ebony's out. I'm going to heal up Ebony. I don't need energy. We're not doing 100%. This is difficulty 4, guys. We're not doing 100% push. I don't know if we're even going to do one before the end of the year. So to me, spending my credits to revive the characters just to try to give myself a few more resources, to me is worth it. At the end of the day, it's worth it. Not looking forward if they left me the Ronin node. I could still have not been able to one-shot that node. Or get through it without casualties. Oh, he doesn't have a stun move. Usually I like to use a stun move on Mystique there. If he has it going in this match, but he doesn't have it. Probably the last match I probably did on auto. Let's see. I do have some barrier up, so I guess I'm going for Mystique. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, let's lock down. Oh, I don't have enough energy. I was going to lock down Manus, but she doesn't have any. I don't have energy. All right, now I'm going to do this because things aren't looking so great. Yes, spread. All right. There we go. I don't really want to stun him, but gotta do what I gotta do. Oh, if I would have known he was up next, I wouldn't have done it. Because the main reason why I made that decision was because of the slow. But he would play a slow on that move, so all right, let's see if we can knock him out. No. Well, he just won't go down. All right, Mantis has got to go. I need that barrier. Sorry, guys. I'll look at chat here as soon as I'm done. Difficulty 4 is no joke. It really isn't. All right, gives me barrier. Spider-Man, Assassin, Hand Sentry. I don't want Mystique to get another turn. Of course. Ability block him so he's on defense down me. How did I not knock him out? Oh no, we're saving that. Of course she revives. Why wouldn't she revive? Oh, no, we're saving that. And punch him in the face. All right, that's it. All right. All right, so you guys had a conversation about Stark Tech, but I think you guys worked that out. Good fit about Stark Tech. I do plan on, so one of the projects I'm working on, guys, in the background is my resource management series. I am rebooting the whole entire thing and labeling it Resource Management 2021. And I'm going to cover everything from beginning to end and all the tips and tricks that it comes to resource manage your way from beginning to end game content. So that's one of the biggest projects that I'm working on, that I'm sitting on until actually 2021. Mainly I was trying to wait for Dark Dimension 4 for people to start clearing it, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. So I'm probably going to go back and use Dark Dimension 3 information as it comes to characters you should build. And I'll change it mid-year or whatever once people have started to clear Dark Dimension 4 and we have more data. So yes, definitely common. One of the big projects that I'm working on. Attack. Some people attack randomly. Okay, so Star Trek is only applicable to alliance related things then. Yeah, so Stark Tech. I'm assuming everyone knows what Stark Tech is, but in case you don't, so if you go here to your little alliance tab, you'll see alliance donations. Here's where you just donate your alliance donates. Idea is to try to be an alliance where everyone donates the 10K. If everyone donates their 10K, everyone gets their 10K back. So no, you're not really losing any gold donating every day, but you need your entire alliance to donate. If you're newer, you can try to spend the cores to get yours up a little faster, but it's not that great of a ratio in my opinion. But if you want to try to complete it faster than 600 days, you have that option available to you. But yeah, use like get skill stuff max. It's just it helps out your character so much that, and you can see I have a stock load of it right now that I'm hoarding onto for a rainy day. I'm hoping they lower the prices on the stuff that's in the war store. Right now I don't really need anything in the war store, but I'm hoping that they lower it a little bit so I can get more bang for my buck. But at the end of the day, I'll probably end up spending it somewhere down the road. What's your best X-Men lineup currently? Well, Phoenix and Colossus, and that's it. I don't really have an X-Men team built up, so you can imagine my excitement that a brand new X-Men team's coming that is probably going to perform better than a Phoenix X-Men team. Maybe not in war, though. Maybe not in war, but in other parts of the game, I think they're going to perform better. So, yeah, not much to show there. Do you have any good alliance that are looking for good members? My strongest advice, Marcel, for anyone that's looking for an alliance is try to find people's discords, as many as you can find within reason, to post that you're looking for an alliance. The more places that you use to try to find an alliance, the more success you're going to have at finding an alliance that fits the way you want to play the game. And it's important for you to make sure you find an alliance that matches the way you play the game, because if your alliance has different expectations than what your expectations are, it's usually not a good fit. It doesn't work out. So yeah, the more places you can post, the more you're going to attract different alliances. So if you level up bio damage, for instance, you won't boost the alliance as a whole by... Okay, I got you. Okay, so increase stats for carry of Blitz. Yeah, I see you guys are... I'm trying to read ahead in the comments. Make sure you guys... If you guys are already answering this stuff for each other, I'm not going to cover it. I have one DD1, and it's not a team of synergy. 6. Yeah, DD1, yeah, it's going to take a while your first time through. I just did a test run of DD1 a couple days ago, and I ran through it in 24 minutes, I believe. From beginning to end, 24 minutes. So eventually DD1's not even going to be that big of a deal. If you beeline for it, you're most likely going to struggle. Then if you would actually plan for Dark Dimension 2 and try to do Dark Dimension 2 first, you're going to end up flying through Dark Dimension 1, and you're going to be better off for it. Trying to actually do them in order and do Dark Dimension 1 first, actually, it seems like the information I've gathered actually hurts people's progress more than it helps their progress. Yeah, Scott, that would explain it. X-Men X or Iceman X has a spot in his alliance. You guys can work that on the chat. Some of my best tunes aren't 6 star yet. Yes. That's usually the way it goes. All right. So let's talk about the whole entire how I do my money every single day money. Boy, the good thing I don't do that swear jar thing anymore. I'll show you guys how I do my gold every single day. So anyways, so technically in between milestones, characters, events, I save up because the best way to get those milestone characters is through the high roller milestone, as you use like there are 6 shards available per day. So when it's not going on, normally I try to balance out the high roller. Now, usually if I'm trying to save up, I only go to milestone 6 every day. I'll literally only spend 400,000 and then stop. No matter what I'm working on, I stop. Since I have a surplus currently, I am going to the 650. And the main reason why I pick out those 2 numbers is mainly because those are the 2 milestones that give out cores. Stopping at milestone 9 that doesn't really give you out anything good is not a great milestone to stop at. Like if you're going for 9, you might as well go for 10 and pick up the extra cores. All right, so anyways, so right now I'm going to milestone 8. So first things first, the supply store just refreshed for the last time before game reset, so I'm going to go check that out first. All right, so jump in here, and nothing is. Oh, who takes this? Just Vulture. I'm not taking Vulture to DD4. I learned my lesson in DD3 with him. I'm not doing DD4. Nope, not happening. All right, so nothing there. Nothing there. I'll buy these since they're not above 200 currently. And spending money in your store will save you from running out of training mats, which is another issue a lot of players run into. So yeah, this is another way that I try to avoid the training mat problem. All right, that's it for there. Get my defense war boost. I have every single character in the raid store at 7 stars, so I don't need to purchase any type of character. Here I'm usually looking for something that's below 150, but here's an example. I know I'm going to be building up a lot of mutants here soon, so I'm going to go ahead and get the mutant stuff. Are you a mutant thing? No, you're bio. All right. Actually, since you're bio, I'm going to grab you. These are nothing special. This is just a unique piece. It doesn't really take that much to level up each character, and it's only for a select few. So you have to really know the difference between what is a normal gear piece that a lot of characters take and what are unique pieces that only select few characters take. This is another one that's only select few take. And along with this one too. So it takes some time to get used to what the difference is, but I'm pretty well familiar with all the gear pieces. All right, cool. And this is another reason why you really want to raid. The higher difficulty you can get in the raids, the more raid credits you get, the more gear and stuff you can buy with it. I don't have enough credits for anybody there. X23? No! No X23. I swear she never shows up. I'm at 20, so I'm going to go down here. The only thing I'm currently getting from here is any of this type of gear. I'm just grabbing it as I can. So just whatever's in this spot every single day, and if X23 shows up is all I'm spending my war credits on. And I'm not getting anybody out of that store yet, and nothing else. All right, so now that I've done all that, let me check up on chat real quick. All right, it's nothing. Okay, so then I go check out the milestone again. So now I can see that I am still like, that's a terrible number to be stuck on. I'm going to spend a lot of training mats on this. So you can see I still have some room to play with. So the next question comes, since I'm over 250 away, is there any characters that I can currently take up to from 5 stars to 6 stars? And I do that simply by just putting on, not that, put on a filter, star rank process, and you can see I have Captain Marvel waiting to go to 7. I have Captain America waiting to go to 7, Cable ready to go to 7, and Cyclops waiting to go to 7. So this would put me over that 650 number. So I'm currently holding on to these characters to put the final star on until Emma Frost's event rolls back around. Once her event rolls back around, I'm going to spend the gold to get them done because I'm going to max out that high roller milestone every single day. Letting them sit at 6 for a few weeks is not going to hurt my progress in this game. So it's always that risk reward. If letting something sit is going to hurt your progress, then don't let it sit. If this is not going to, other than getting me better blitz scores, it's not going to help me achieve anything better in this game. So letting them sit does not hurt my progress. And hopefully I explained that well enough for you guys. I hope so. Counting on stranger danger. All right. So with that said, I don't know why I got all that. The next thing is, what character am I building up currently? And right now the character that I'm building is Mr. Sinister. And that is mainly because, guys, I'm finally completing that Choose My Fate that you guys put back for me for months, and I mean months ago. I'm going to complete that because I am going to bring back Choose My Fate very soon, which is another project I'm working on. I'm working on a lot of projects behind the scene, guys. I'm just telling you right now. And that's the main reason why I know, because I'm working on all these projects and I have to do research, data, information. Main reason why I need to do some live streams to kind of fill in some times before my next video. Anyways, so the next thing I'm going to do is look at, does he need any gear level up? Does he need any ability level up? Yes, he has ability level up, so I'm going to do that first. And I also know I still have over 300,000 to go, so I know I'm not going to go over that number. All right, so the next thing to go is, before I do anything else, is double check my milestone number. It's very important, guys. You want to get as close on that 650 with going over by less than 310, because 310 is the most you could spend on one of those little green training mats. So that's the idea. So I still have a little less than 300 to go. So we're going to look at, we're going to go back to Mr. Sinister. And these pieces, we got level 60 and, all right, so we got to go to level 60. I'm going to go to level 60 first. Oh, actually that's 200. And you can see by me saving on gold and being very frugal in this time period, I've been able to save up some training mats too, which I was almost completely out of the last time Emma's milestone was here. So by being a little bit more frugal between these milestones helps this save up also. All right, so I'm going to apply this. And then I'm going to double check to see how close I am, because I know that was more than I really wanted to do. All right, so we are currently about 85,000 away from having that milestone. So let's go back to Mr. Sinister. Okay, so I'm definitely not going to equip his next gear tier because that's going to put me too far over. Let's get his ability, 40. That is under that 85. We're going to click on that and apply that. All right, so now I know I at least have 40,000 to play with. So we're going to go ahead and put 40,000 on him. Well, I'll let this click down for a long time. All right. And you can see here a little bottom screen corner popped up. Obviously, I was talking to you guys, so I didn't take the time to really digest what that number said. So I'm going to pop back out, take another look at it. All right, so we are currently less than 4,000 away, about 38. So what I'm going to do here is go Sinister, train. How close did that put me? Not over. All right, so I have to do one more. All right, and then you can see, and that's it. I'm done for the day. I hit that 650, only 280 over, which is below that 315 that little green piece cost, which is the cheapest thing in the game. And that's it. And I wait till tomorrow. Now, first thing tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll upgrade Sinister's tier from, was he tier 10 to tier 11 is what I'll do first. Yeah. So I'll do that first, and then I'll go from budgeting from there. So that's how I handle my gold every day to make sure that I start saving up a surplus. You typically get, I'm a little bit later in the game. I have all my challenges complete. I'm doing higher level raids. So I get over 1 million gold on average per day. So spending the 650 does ensure that I get a surplus. At a certain time, if this number gets a little bit more higher, I'll start moving up to the 1 million milestone every day. I just want to be able to ensure that when Emma comes back around, I'm able to spend like the 2.4 million that it costs every single day to get all 6 shards of her every single day from that milestone. And that's how I do it, guys. Yonto, it's going to matter where you're at in the game. So if you don't have all those characters maxed out, like you don't have any of them maxed out, open the orb. You're going to get more character shards. As you start completing those characters to 7 stars, and maybe your best while to switch from opening orbs to buying characters outright, as the value in exchange rate, especially when it comes to Ultimus orb, is a much better value to buy them right up. But if you're someone early in the game, open the orbs. Like I said, it's going to give you more bang for your buck. Oh, and Borrow, man. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate it, man. It's good investment. Bashir Ahmed, is that how you say your name? Hi, man. Welcome. How's it going? Yeah, so the other thing I have to do is I really have to go back. Sinister is now, what is he at? Almost 40. I do have to fit him in my Blitz rotation now. So I do have to redo my Blitz teams later on today, but I'm not going to do that on stream because that's usually a big process. Because if you guys see my Blitz teams, they are not like your standard Blitz teams. They're not like, example. You can see I have symbiotes with Squirrel Girl, mainly because the anti-venom is nowhere near that power level. Maybe I probably could put them there. I did build him up some. He's down further on the list. 42. Yeah, I probably could take out Squirrel Girl and put him in and move Squirrel Girl somewhere else now. You can see my X-Men. Someone asked me my X-Men lineup. I don't really have X-Men built. I have Phoenix and Colossus, and that's about it. Yeah, so I'll be switching around and definitely can fit in Sinister somewhere on some team and get some benefit out of him. Might redo my Brotherhood and put Sinister on there for the time being. I didn't catch the name, but thanks for the subscribe. I didn't see that anywhere. Can I get that? Nope, not what I wanted. Not the newest refresh. Rybeard! Thanks, man. How's it going? Yeah, that's outdated. Huh, how do I update that? Hey, if anybody remembers seeing what that name was, if you could put it out there, I'd like to thank them for subscribing. That is outdated. I have to get that fixed. I don't know why that's... Alright. Alright. Alright, so that's the Blitz teams. Alright, I'm going to jump out of that. What are we working on next? The other thing is my next energy refresh comes in about 34 minutes. So I am gonna stay live until after that point. I can show you guys who I'm working on. Let's go back to Arena, get my 2 Arena attacks in for the day. Actually, I'm gonna get all 5 of them in before the day's over. Let's see if we can get lucky. I'm looking for a Mr. Sinister. If there's a Mr. Sinister, it's a win condition for mine. It doesn't matter the power level. I punched up against the Mr. Sinister team that was like 50k stronger than mine yesterday and won. There is a strategy. It's on my video. I do have it on my channel as a video showing you guys how to defeat Sinisters with a Ebony Maul Phoenix type combo. If 4 is like pizza, what is Blitz like? You guys should ask Nico that. Oh man, what is a donut? We'll say a donut. You just go around and around and around. You know what I mean? You don't get nowhere. And and by the time you're done eating it, you don't feel good after all. You don't feel good. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. All bad for you. Oh, Pringles. All right. I'm not going to find yes, I'm not going to find a Sinister. A lot of people have removed Sinisters. Like I said, I used to be only like the top 20 had Black Order in my Arena Shard, but like I said, I'm seeing more and more of them now. I may have to end up giving my Black Order some more love and just start using Black Order against Black Order. I'm trying to avoid that, but it may come down to that for me. As long as I can stay in the top 100, I'm okay. If I can't get in the top 100 and I fall out of it, then that's when I'm going to be like, hammer down, Black Order to the wall. Like I said, Call's my weakest point. He's still only 3 stars. So if I could make Call stronger, I'd probably be all in. But I am all in on Thanos, Ebony Maul. I've gone all in on Proxima Midnight. Corvus is very, very strong. It's just Call holding me back from running Black Order. Appreciate it. Oh, Teddy, that is awesome. I'm glad you've been able to get them at 5 stars. I fell a little short on stature, but like I said, it's not guaranteed. It never has been guaranteed. I've just been lucky. Yeah, the Simblets, I'm looking forward to that too. The only thing that I don't like about it is that people that normally don't blitz will blitz, which means the scores are going to go up higher, which means that hitting the 2%, 3% like I do for these new characters is going to become harder for me to do with the Blitz sim. Unless they somehow do something with the point scales. Oh, Arsam, man, I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome. Nothing wrong with spending a few bucks on this game. Helps support the game and makes it for the hundreds of thousands of players that play this game. Hopefully one day millions, because that would make the game even more relevant and make my content even more relevant. So that's a little wishful thinking myself. Sorry guys, sometimes I still look right there because that's where my camera used to be. Since I got my new camera, it's now up here. So it's sometimes I look here to talk, and when it's up here, I need to look and talk. Yeah, it depends on your arena shard too, where you can get away with it. Oh, I definitely lost this. I should have paid attention, because usually after a call goes down, I like to manually pick the targets. So I wasn't paying attention. So who knows? I might have won. Who knows? Yeah, if more people just get on and blitz, it would widen the percentage numbers. Yeah, so it is going to widen the percentage numbers when Sim Blitz comes out. It's just a matter of who's not blitzing that will blitz, and how does that affect the overall scores and where everyone lands. It's going to be the biggest difference when it's all said and done. And until we actually know for sure, it's anyone's best guess. Yeah, that 300 core offer was a really good one. I saw someone post that in my not my Discord, but my Alliance Discord. And I was like, oh man, 5 more days, just 5 more days. Yeah, that Wasp will hit hard. Unfortunately, she seems to be the most replaceable member on the Pim tech from what I'm hearing from other people. Killmonger is an awesome character. Can be on multiple teams, either Mercs or Wakandans. Oh yeah, yeah. Call's 100 shard unlock. Not very friendly. Woohoo! Claimed all this. Actually, since I just got the arena credits, I'm gonna go back in here for a second. All right, so you can see my Corvus right now. I have 100 of 300. I'm trying not to max out Corvus right now, for the simple fact that I do have Mega Orbs open up, which is another thing I didn't show you guys yet. I currently have 8 Mega Orbs, and I know he can drop from the Mega Orbs, so I'm trying not to spend all my arena credits on him, just so that those credits, if they drop Corvus, they don't go straight to Ultimus. So I stopped at 100 on him, and I stopped at 100 on Blob. Now some of these characters, because they want the legendaries, they've been maxed out. Like Crystal's done, Heimdall's done, Human Torch, another one, stopped. Vulture's done, Baku's done. Chaos Theory is the only reason why you'd want M'Baku maxed out. Juggernaut's done. He was one of the first ones I leveled up to get Magneto before we had all the other X-Men and Brotherhood in the game. Deadpool's done for the Mercs. Scarlet Witch is not done, but she's close to being completed. Mordo's done because of Phoenix. Drax is done because of Star-Lord. Quake's done because of Black Bolt, or Ebony Maw, more like it. Daredevil's done because I was stupid and did my Defenders first. Aim Researcher's not done. Hand Archer's done for the hand event. Security's done for Iron Man, basically. And Hydra Armor Guard's not done. Now, he's not at 100 yet, and he's not at 100 yet, so I'm going to finish him off to 100. And I'm just trying to keep him balanced. But ultimately, after I pull all those Mega Orbs later this month, when the Orb Avalanche event comes out, I'm going to finish off Corvus and Blob first before finishing the other tunes. And then I get to spend all my arena credits on the Kingpin Orb. Yay me. Oh man, you missed Magneto. You can almost get all the characters you need for Magneto and Orbs now. You don't really need to farm anybody anymore. Yeah, Magneto's solid. I hope they buff him at some point. I hope they buff Star-Lord too at some point, because He's just falling off, or do something with him. I don't know. Never too late, Scott. You might not max out the milestone, but it's free rewards for opening up orbs, so it's never too late to start saving up. The best thing to save up, honestly, if you're doing high enough raids, is this orb right here, the orange gear raid orb. It's typically always in the events. It's never been left out, and it does give you a decent amount of points per orb opening. And a lot of people max out that orb milestone on this orb alone. Like I said, I'm saving everything because I don't know what the total is going to be. And worst case scenario is I'm spending for gear for a few more weeks until this event hits, and then I don't have to worry about gear for quite some time. I mean, I'm saving my premium at this point. Red stars, I'm not really going to save. I'm still going to open up as new characters come out. I did open up bounty orbs the other day. I did record them. The next orb opening video I do, I'll probably put them in that video. Anything else I'm saving? Basic orbs, they're 1 point each usually. Don't really need to save them. They don't score much. Gold orbs, I don't really need gold at this point, so I'm saving them for the event. Training modules, actually ability orbs, I don't need at all because they're trash. So I'm going to save them for the event. Training orbs, I'll open if I need them. Until Emma's event code rolls around, I know I don't need them. Milestone, I don't expect it to be part of the event, but it could be. Honestly, I'm just saving these until they announce that they're going away and we're getting seasonal orbs, and then I'm probably going to crack them all open. And mega orbs usually is usually is the most amount of points in these orb opening event, so I'm definitely saving those for the event. Blitz, saving on Blitz orbs, usually they're worth like 2 points, so saving those up. I have tons of Blitz currency, so I am going to get cracking and get myself a 7-star domino once that event hits. These, I guess I'm waiting on a rainy day, probably cracking open for some mutant gear here in the near future. Raid orbs, you don't really get a whole lot of raid orbs. You get mainly raid credits. This is a very rare currency you get. I mean, I've been saving for months and I only have 34. You can see how rare this orb is. And then you guys already seen all the gear orbs. And then I just wait till an orb opening video to crack those open. Alpha orbs are trash. That's all I'm going to say. And I have a lot of this currency saved up. I am going to crack this open. This is typically not part of the orb avalanche, but I am going to wait to open them up. I don't really need the gear that's in there at the current moment, but I am going to need it in the future. So waiting a few more weeks is not going to kill me. And that's pretty much all of that. Do I have a 5-star waiting? No, I don't. I know I'm very close to a 6-star open. And yeah, I'm sitting on these. I have 130 of these. I'm sitting on these too. As you can see, I'm not a huge all in on ISO. I still farm ISO every single day. We can get into how I farm ISO every single day. Actually, probably a pretty good thing to do on live stream. As well, yeah, I don't need to get back to blitzing or anything soon, so I get into that. But I'm saving all that up. I'm waiting to see what tier 2 looks like, because if you need tier 1 as a requisite to get into tier 2, I'm gonna jump up there pretty fast. There is benefits to ISO 1, but if you don't need them to beat content, if you're still chasing down content, please put ISOs on your character along with at least 3 red stars on your character. You get red star promotion credits every single day you do donations, so get your characters that you're using every single day for clearing content up to at least 3 red, along with ISOs at least level 3. You could push level 4 if you want to, just to get an extra benefit to clear that content and move on to the next thing. I'm through all the content in the game, so to me it's a waiting process. Yeah, kind of where I am. But ISO, let's talk about ISO real quick. I've never really covered this in a video because I was away when ISO first came out and everyone was making the ISO videos, and by the time I came back it seemed pretty redundant for me to go back and do an ISO video. But basically, guys, if you need the advice to farm ISO, is farm these nodes every single day. If you farm all these nodes and don't let your energy get full and then farm them as soon as you claim your free energy for the day, you'll be able to farm all 6 of these nodes. You'll fall a little short on the 6th one. You want to do 1 energy refresh every single day, but the other thing is that you get 60 of this energy every single day through daily milestones. So every 5th day, you'll be able to refresh your energy twice. Every piece of ISO is available in these nodes except for 1, and that is, what chapter am I on? I'm on 1. is this one right here. This is the only one that is not in those 6 main nodes. And you can find it on node 2 of level or chapter 1. And then you can find it again in chapter 2 on 8. It's where you can find them. So every once in a while, I'll skip one of these nodes for the day and farm like this one instead to try to get this one, just to try to keep it balanced. Because you guys can see here, like 137 of that one, 105 of that one, 81 of that one, and 85 of that one. That one is like really, really high. 91, 85, 68. Not so high on that one. 122. All right, I don't have anything that really stands out as being really above the rest of them. 122 seems to be the most. No. All right. So that's what I do. Even if you're not planning on putting ISOs on your character, do that every single day. This is going to become a very important catalyst to the next tier of characters being OP in this game. So please, at a minimum, make sure you're doing this, even if you're not applying it to your characters. Is the best advice I can give you. Let me go check out the chat. It's been a while since I looked at chat. Yes, they did count down. Yes, they have confirmed that Emma is 100% coming back. I do expect her back on Wednesday if they stick to the every 4-week rotation, but it is possible that they skip a rotation like they did with Symbiote Spider-Man. So that's kind of where that is. With orbs, I think the best strat is opening them if you need. Yes, definitely. If you're a new player, don't save your orbs. Open them up. You are halting your progress. If you have content to get through in this game, you are hurting yourself by opening your orbs. I'm pretty much through all the content in the game other than DD4. Yeah, I mean, so the only thing I really worry about at the moment is probably working on characters to balance out for war teams and stuff like that. But honestly, there's no rush for me to put red stars on characters currently. There's no rush for me to put high level ISOs on characters. Level 1 doesn't bother anything, so level 1's pretty cheap to do. But yeah, if you're not through the content in this game, find out what content you need to beat, find out who beats that content, and invest in those characters. And that's what mainly my resource management series is based around, is you have this content, these characters do it best, they also can do it here and there also. Invest in those characters. And like I said, I can't wait to get that series out to you guys. I spent a lot more time digging into it than what I have in the past, so it's definitely going to be even more valuable than what it was when I put it back over the summer. I know I'm missing some of you guys' chats. If it was something you guys asked me, just re-ask it. The notice I had a 7-star last rotation. Oh, Count Dan, awesome on the Emma, man. She's an awesome character. 7 stars. Like I said, you can't get there unless you spend. I'll get her up over 6 this next rotation, but that's as far as you can get her for free. Greetings from Colombia. Daniel, my man. Greetings from the U.S., Pennsylvania, man. I don't think they'll reduce the charges. If anything, they'll make the currency more available. Obviously, they're going to add more chapters to this with new levels of tiers. So obviously, I think the ISO, what you get, will increase, and they'll find more ways to give it to us. Because as you go further up, it's going to be more expensive. So just like gold and training mats, they need to give us more to try to keep up with that. Do you spend energy mainly on characters, shards, or gears? I'm still spending it on characters. I don't find a whole lot of value in gear. If I was a little bit more aggressive in gearing up characters, then maybe I'd switch to gear. Late game players usually only need gear, so they farm gear instead of characters. I still find value in farming up characters at 7 stars. Burning Beard, that's funny, man. That's really funny. Since you've already done Guardians, go Sinister 6 only if you still need to complete the Villains campaign. If you don't need to beat the Villains campaign, to go straight as Guardians. And if you have access to Hela already, build as Guardians. They'll clear the Cosmic campaign, they'll clear the Mystic campaign, and they can help you get to the Emma node. Now, the other thing is that a lot of people recommend AIM to help you get to the Hela node, But since you can ISO 8 in this game and they can add the healing class, which can help your character sustain, you can now just go Sinister 6 to help yourself to Emma. You no longer need to go aim in this game. Aim, you can drop them. Just drop them completely. You don't need aim anymore in this game, thanks to ISO. Yeah, Burning Beard, pretty much now. You can go either way. Easy to get Sinister 6 right now, the extra nodes. That's true. Oh, Scott, you used to live in Pittsburgh. I'm like 2.5 hours away from Pittsburgh, so it takes me a while to get there, but I've been there quite a few times. Yeah, Burning Beard, Eric Rhodes. Hey, Eric, how's it going? From the Lincoln State. Is that... Oh, man, don't kill me. It's either Indiana or Illinois, I think, is the Lincoln State. Can't remember which one. Yeah. Awesome. 134. You definitely beat... I know I'm in the 80s for characters at max star level. Hello, my girlfriend MSF before Emma. That is true. Yes, aim does work well with Ultron and War, but for newer players, it's hard for me to recommend aim anymore. They've kind of moved from essential to skippable in my degrees of what's best for newer mid-game players. Oh, Scott, you grew up near Johnstown, Altoona. I lived in Bedford for about 7 years. I don't live there anymore, but I lived there in that area for like 7 years. So we were almost neighbors at one point. Does basic attack level affect counterattacks or assist? Yes, Josh, yes, it does. The percentage that the counterattacks do is based on the investment into the basic, yes. Clown Prince, that's a very good strategy. I've seen other people put that out there, and I wish I would have done more of that early in the game, which I wasn't as knowledgeable when I first started this game, and I got stuck into the defender trap. I'm lucky I got out of it. I'm glad I wised up and got myself out of it before I did gear 13 on them, as I've seen other players do, and I just cringe because I know what they were thinking. They were trying to keep their arena rank. They were trying to keep themselves up in raids, but they didn't realize if they would just would have stopped and invest somewhere else, they would have caught right back up to where they were with defenders and actually surpassed that level they got stuck at with defenders. Oh, Cobra, man, you just missed it. Actually, I just covered that a little bit ago, actually in great detail of how I do it. I basically just pick a milestone. Right now it's milestone that ends at 650 gold. I spend up to that level and then I stop every single day. And then once Emma's event hits or any milestone character hits, I max out the milestone every single day with my surplus of gold. Oh, you guys are chatting me up at a storm. Daniel, which do you recommend for DD3, Emma or Sinister? I recommend... It's tough. I recommend... See, I haven't used Sinister, so so I'm biased. And I know I'm biased. And I recommend Emma, just because you're going to use Phoenix on those nodes, and she, in my opinion, pairs better helping Phoenix sustain life than what Sinister does. But if you have a better Sinister built up than an Emma, then you'll probably want to go Sinister. He can prolong her life just by being able to add clones, and if you add the right clones, it's a very big combo. So it's really going to depend. I'm a little biased towards Emma, so I don't think you can go wrong doing either one, to be honest, in my opinion. I think both of them have value even past Dark Dimension 3. Oh, you went to Bedford Springs over Labor Day. That is awesome. That is pretty cool. Yeah, it's a small world, man. Very small world. I never, even all the years I lived in Bedford, I never actually went to Bedford Springs. I remember when I went there because of work, And I remember when they introduced me to the area, my boss did. He drove me around the area and he took me out to Bedford Springs. That's about the only time I ever saw the place. And, you know, he's giving me a history lesson on it. I guess he was trying to sell me on moving to Bedford. And I did. I moved to Bedford like 7 years before moving back to my hometown. You're having problems passing Doom Chapter 1, Node 1. You don't have Black Bolt. Oh. All right, hold on. I'm gonna answer your question there about Doom Chapter 1. Let me just catch up. I'm not gonna catch up on chat. You guys are killing it. You guys are killing chat. All right, let me help him out. And I'm gonna jump back into chat. I'm sorry. I know I'm gonna miss some of your guys' comments. I do apologize. Not my intention. But like I said, if there's something important you really want me to answer, just feel free to ask it again once I'm back to looking at chat. So you can see here that even I didn't really invest that much into Chapter 1. I did what I had to do to 1-star, and then I just moved on because I had no intention of farming these nodes. I may have to revisit these nodes someday, but I know I didn't have X-Force built up when I was here the first time. So let's look at who I can use. All right, so I definitely used Black Bolt. I used Phoenix too, so I cheated. But without Black Bolt... Okay, so here's your options. Without Black Bolt, you definitely probably don't want to do Inhumans. You want to do probably an X-Force team, a pure X-Force team, or an X-Men team. If you really want to 3-star the event, you're probably going to need to invest in Beast and Phoenix combo X-Men, because if Beast is there, and as long as all the characters can survive, and Phoenix goes dark, it doesn't count against you 3-starring this node. So it's also going to depend on where your value of Beast is. I do expect Beast to be farmable. Taskmaster was data mined as the next farmable character with Doom War Chapter 3. I do expect Beast to become farmable either late December or sometime in January, and I do suspect he'll be a Blitz store character just based on where the X-Men are already at in the game farmable wise, and there's no X-Men in the Blitz store. But it doesn't necessarily mean that's correct. It's just the odds and patterns that I see in this game puts him in that store. They could put him in Arena. I don't think Blitz qualifies for Arena, especially with the other X-Men characters coming out. It makes more sense to put those more better characters in Arena, but they could put them in Arena. But anyways, honestly, that's probably the best route to go. Collection power needed. There's no official word on it out there. Let me see. Let me jump over my Discord real quick. There we go. There's a little bit of a delay. All right, let's jump over my Discord real quick. I did have a Doom thread. There we go. Everything's on a little bit of a delay here, guys. Doom War. Let's check out the early stuff. Oh wow, there's a lot here. Let's check out what's been submitted. These are the later nodes. All right, so here another Black Order. I don't know if anyone submitted anything without a Black Order or Black Bolt. Nope. Yeah, it seems like the first 3 nodes are the hardest. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. This is now Chapter 2. Yeah, so it doesn't seem like anyone's really submitted anything other than a Black Bolt combo. But like I said, it's going to depend on the Beast. Other than that, like I said, do what you have to, even 1-star, move on, and then come back to it later when your roster is more developed. Is another strategy I can give you, and that's kind of what I did. Like I said, my X-Force wasn't built up when I first did this. I could probably try to redo it again, but honestly, I'm probably just going to wait till I build up Beast, because I'm most likely going to build up Beast once it becomes farmable, and I'm just going to go through it with the Beast combo at that point. All right, guys, back to chat. Yeah, like I said, I only 1-started, so obviously some of my characters got wrecked too. Stellelos? Hopefully I said your name right. I'm not the best with grammar, guys. I'm just being honest with you. So yeah, so that's what I would do. I feel like with Red Skull, you want the characters to be higher than the others. Yeah. For War, yes, you want Red Skull to be better, higher than other characters. For War, yes. For War, you want the other characters in that group to be better than Red Skull. In other game modes, you want a more powerful Red Skull, just because he's not immune in the other game modes. You can't clear Nexus 8-7. Alright, so let's go to Nexus 8-7. Nexus 8-7. Shield Brotherhood X-Men. Oh boy. Let's take a look at who's in here. Ah, man. I 3-starred this? I did 3-star this. Who did I 3-star it with? There's no way I 3-starred this with a Phoenix without her going dark. Given that Black Widow and Captain America seem to have a lot of hype for Dark Dimension 4, I'm not 100% sold that this is the best, and I'm looking at my red stars on them right now, realizing that I may not want them for Dark Dimension 4. But either way, yeah. So building those two up and running like a shield combo with Nick Fury, if you have Nick Fury. Magneto's not bad, but if you're running Magneto, you're probably going to have a build-up Juggernaut also to try to give him some speed turn, you know, give him some speed and stuff like that. Yeah, there's a lot of good options for this one. I don't think this one's as hard as the Doom Chapter 1. Yeah, it just matters who you want to invest in. The fact that I've 3-starred it means I didn't really need anything impressive to get through here, so I don't think you really need anything impressive either. Like I said, I believe a shield. I honestly don't remember what I cleared it with, but obviously, like I said, I can't. It couldn't have been that hard. What is the power on this? Oh yeah, they're not even. They're in the 30s, 40s, 50s tops. You got Scarlet Witch with no vision. Yeah, hold on, that's the wrong node. That was the right node. Yeah. When you don't trust your own skills. Oh, Teddy. Oh. Yeah, that's another theory that I've seen Casino put out there, that they were just put there for their cheap investment. Like I said, and that's the main reason why I'm not jumping on a Dark Dimension 4 team currently, is because I'm waiting to see what the majority of players clear with at 100%. And that's going to determine what I want to do. Obviously, if everyone goes Black Widow and Captain America is one-shotting the thing and everything, you look at the top 10, it's all them, then I might be a little bit more sold. But if I don't see them as predominantly the best characters to take, then my opinion is going to change. Zemo's a great character. I don't have a lot of experience with Zemo, but I know he's great. All right. Yeah, so Stella said he cleaned up with Phoenix too without her going. I might have done it with Phoenix. Honestly, I don't remember, but the fact that I 3-starred it and you guys see my roster, it's nothing impressive. And I know Black Widow and Cap were not built because I built them for Doom War Chapter 3. So I know I didn't even use those two characters. So I probably most likely did it with the team you saw on that screen when I went in. Zemo with Black Order to beat Doom War Chapter 2 end. Yeah. Who did I use? Doom War. I used Black Order with Falcon. All right. So let's see. I know I got raids I can do. It's actually getting my energy refresh is about to come in. Let's see if I can. I'm probably not going to change anything, but we're going to put it on auto while I read more chat. Ooh, 438. Yes, please. Oh, Andrew, it would blow your mind, buddy. It would blow your mind. Just think, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Josh, what challenge are you stuck in Catalyst? Oh, who you knock out already? That's Emma. Black Bolt. Oh, I got rid of Ebony already. How did Phoenix not go down first? Yeah, it depends on... Oh, you're on tier 10. Oh, okay, so you're looking at... Who'd you say? You wrote Electro Crystal Falcon. I see. Trying to think what I want. I'm trying to think. So you're saying you don't really want to build up Electro, Crystal, and Falcon because you don't have teams for them? Is that what you're saying? Hey, Burning Beard. Yeah, Clown Prince is right. Most of the larger content creators that spend money have sponsorships that pay for a lot of their stuff. Content creators like myself, I can tell you guys for a fact that I barely crack $200 on YouTube a month. And so you guys can see my account compared to their accounts, and you can go up. I know Casino said yesterday he probably cracks $800 from YouTube. Did I win? I won and didn't even pay attention. All right, anyways. So like I said, it depends on like that. So yeah, so for me, if I would invest 10% back into the game, it's like $20. Yeah, Justin, I heard that same thing about Tadano Mac. You guys are talking about selling body parts. All right, my energy should have rolled in. All right, so first thing I need to do is ISO real quick, just because this one just stacks up the most. I'm just going to go to the next one I haven't farmed yet for the day and farm that one. And then characters I'm currently farming, I'm going to fuck, not you first. We're going to go Negasonic, find... For Negasonic. Good. Alright. So I don't have to complain on stream today about characters not dropping. Alright. So my current scheme that I have going on right now is I do Colossus for... Sorry, guys. I do his Colossus for just his 60. 60 just for the heroes part of the daily milestones. And then I do Ironheart for the villains part of it. You see she's in the villains campaign. And then from there, I will go Negasonic. And then I currently go Squirrel Girl, Proxima. Main reason why I go those two, not because I really have a high priority to get them done. It's more because I have a high priority in training mats. And these nodes give out the most amount of training mats in the game. So I'm farming them just for training mats, basically. The shards are a big plus. I'm farming Ghost Rider because, in case you guys don't know this, one of the biggest bottlenecks when it comes to bio characters is this vial right here. So farming Ghost Rider is a 2-for-1 deal. I can get shards of Ghost Rider. I can get this gear piece that I'm always short on. Then I farm Storm just to finish her. She's not in a Mega Orb, so I figured might as well finish her. And that is, oh yeah, and then Aim Assault. I added him to the list because I have 6 red for him. I'm currently only making use of the 5 of them. So getting him to 6 to use that 6th red star is a good plus. And that's pretty much all my energy for the day. I don't do the core refreshes for energy currently. I was doing it when the 2x experience event was going on. It looks like it's coming back and a little later today, so I'm going to save all my energy refreshes waiting for that to hit again. Sometimes I'll go to offers, and down in the cores there was an offer for this one right here. I probably will purchase this one with 175 cores right before my energy, or right before a game reset, to make sure I use that with a double energy refresh later today. And that's currently the strategies that I'm using around refreshes. And then I'll probably go to characters like Red Skull. What I'll do, I'm definitely going to farm Red Skull for training mats. But another thing that I'll do is that I'll go to, not that filter, I'll go to this filter and go to starting process. And then just look at which characters are farmable in a node that are close to being done. And then I'll pick on them and just farm them as with my extra energy currently. Let's see what you guys have been saying in chat. Elvin, hi man, how's it going? Close to only the Blitz event campaign. Cool. I've been using 36 energy for daily challenges. 36? A little confused on that one, to be honest. Just unlocked Black Bolt. Oh yes, by far Black Bolt, Ebony Maul, no questions asked. Max those characters out. They're used in so many game modes. I can't say anymore, especially for U7. Since Anti-Venom and Scream are currently not farmable, Black Bolt and Ebony Maul will get you really far, especially if you don't have Black Bolt or Black Order for Arena. They help out there also. You just had the top tier legendaries to unlock. Oh, my condolences, man. Yeah, Fury, I just skipped Fury. Honestly, he is so old school that the fact that you still need only Kree minions to unlock him, it seems ridiculous to me at this point. I think they should change it to all Kree or add another tag that unlocks him. The Kree minion thing is so outdated, it's ridiculous, the fact that they still expect us to do Kree minions for him. Count Dan. Got you. Do I think there'll be an orb opening event this month? I am 99% sure there'll be an orb opening event this month. I would not be hanging on to my mega orbs this long if I did not believe so. So yes, and my gear orbs too, because quite frankly, I could probably use a lot of extra gear, especially mutant gear. So if I did not believe that strongly that an orb event was coming up, I would not be saving, I would be spending. Or cracking them open, so to speak. No one likes Nick Fury. Don't make fun of Nick Fury, guys. If you guys have not seen this yet, let's see. Let's do a red star. No, just red star. Red stars. Red stars. Yeah. Don't make fun of my 7 red Nick Fury, okay? I'm glad I started when I did, because I wouldn't have him to 7 stars if it wasn't for the fact that there was only a few legendaries in the game when I first started playing. I think there were like 4 or 5 total. So the Kree farm for Nick Fury wasn't as brutal as it is for players today. Today, players, it's brutal. Show him the beast, Maddie. Elvin, I don't know who you're referring to. Unless you're talking about my Nick Fury. In that case, he's a beast. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do with Nick Fury because I wasn't planning on using him for Dark Dimension 4. But with the 7 red, it does make it very tempting to me circle back around to Nick Fury. And he's also a skill character, which is not a lot of good characters or skill. So I don't know what I'm going to do with Nick Fury. But yeah, the 7 red is pretty good. All right, let's go. You know what I haven't done yet today, guys? I haven't done Dark Dimension. All right, I'm going to give my Dark Dimension a try. Has anybody advanced? No, they're still stuck. No one's entered Global yet, or no one's entered Cosmic yet. They're still stuck at 40. Currently on node 8. I started this one yesterday. I couldn't take my Phoenix into the very first attack, so I kind of just took these 4 in, absorbed some damage, and hopefully I have a little bit better time this time around. I like this lineup. I like having Trooper. Don't take Trooper to Dark Dimension 3, but I was one of the dumb people that wanted to get in there real fast. I do put him beside Phoenix and Colossus just so he can get more shots off, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, Clown Prince, I saw that video also. I haven't tested it out yet because a lot of times the larger, actually he's not really a larger content creator, but the whales, sometimes they'll do things and say things, but what they don't realize, it doesn't equate to people who don't have those characters at 7 stars. So sometimes I like to test out what they're saying, but every day as my account advances, I'm coming closer and closer to not being able to show what trying to do something as 5 stars looks like. So I haven't tried the Nick Fury one yet. I do have it on my checklist of things that I should probably try out. Just haven't got there yet. We're going here. I think I want Falcon or Vision out first. Not sure which one I want to go. Oh, I get to choose. Let's go Falcon out first. Oh, there's that speed up. Dang it. Oh, we're going to 2x speed this because I might restart. I'm not getting her ult off, so I'm going to restart. Falcon. You guys are saying Falcon? All right. Okay, so I'm not making the wrong decision there. Yeah, I mean, I didn't clear the first wave. I just started this node yesterday. Finished off 7 yesterday. Did an 18 attacks. That might be a little bit better than the last time, but some of these attacks were just Phoenix because thanks to the new challenges where they give you the Dark Dimension health, it allowed me to take in just Phoenix sometimes. Of course, you can't see every time I took her in, but so that's the main reason why my attacks are up. But this is my second run, so, and I didn't upgrade any new characters for this, so the same characters I took in for the first run are the same characters I'm running through the second run. I'm saving all my orange gear to build directly to Dark Dimension 4 once I hit level 80, which will be late January, early February by my math. Burning Beard, I 100% agree with that statement. All right, try this again. I need a drink. Just tea, guys. Clown Prince, you and me both, buddy. All right, so all right, I already know Emma's going to clear everything, so don't know if I could play this differently. Oh, I see what happened there. Oh, see, now they didn't even go after Phoenix. Alright, so her going to stealth is not going to matter because Vision's just going to clear it anyways. So I'm just going to have to keep going until they knock out Phoenix first without the stealth. But it doesn't really help me because all she's going to do is clear a buff, but Emma's going to do that too. I don't know. I feel like I'm stuck on this one. Yeah, I miss the days when DD2 was hard. I don't know if I really miss those days. Alright, is your defense up? No, because Vision's going to clear the defense up. Oh, now I don't even have it. Sure, he didn't give her the energy. Come on, hit Phoenix first. Hit Phoenix first. Come on. No! For real. Oh, man. It's been one of those days. $20 per node in any game mode is ridiculous. Which is the worst for me? Yeah, I'm going to try this again. Countdown, yes. I used... Well, heck, I think I might have used that exact same team for Dark Dimension 2. War Machine's giving taunts too. Oh, guys, I'm thinking I'm going to have to just take my loss in this one to get past all the ults from Iron Man and deal with it on day 2. Vision's just going to clear the defense up, so no point in me wasting it. I'm going to do stealth. No point in me wasting the slow. If I can get a turn 2, I can use everything then. But I'm not going to get a turn 2, so might as well save it for tomorrow. As long as I can get Phoenix's ult off, I'll be okay with that. Count my losses. Holy smokes. Alright, there's the ult. That's all I really care about. I'll deal with it tomorrow. They all got offense up. She's very close to getting her ult off. Oh, there's a boom. Alright, yeah, I'll deal with it tomorrow. I just gotta take my loss for the day. I was hoping to burn through most of their ults yesterday, but apparently I didn't do that. This was just a matter of getting on a roll. Once you're on a roll, like that first wave is a pain, but once you get on a roll, you wipe them out and then you get the next wave. Alright, we are getting close to me having to do another Blitz rotation, which I'll probably end the stream there, guys. Not make you guys go through another Blitz rotation. The gold arena. Raids. I'm going to jump in some raids here. Yeah, guys, I'm coming up about 10 minutes for my next set of Blitz rotations for Yellow Jacket. I'm not going to really sit through all that. So if you guys have any questions or anything until I hit that time, feel free to ask. I'm going to put this in auto on 3 times. You know what? No, I'll do it manually for you guys. Even though it's very, very easy. No strategy involved. Oh, come on. For real? I'm just going to do it because I can. And bye-bye, everyone. Just crazy. How much? Okay, so my Blitz, I do tiers 1 through 5, and it's with 20 teams over and over again. Each rotation scores me about 650,000 points. So that's typically what I do. I know I can score higher if I do like 8.3 and stuff like that, but I know from timing myself, I can do a Blitz rotation about 20-25 minutes. If I would actually try to compete at the higher Blitz tiers, I'm going to spend about 45 minutes to an hour doing that. So to me, I know I can hit the 2 to 3% number by doing the 1 through 5 over and over again and only spend 20-25 minutes in Blitz. So to me, that seems more of a value of my time for reward versus trying to be competitive 8 times a day and spending, like I said, 45 to an hour doing Blitz. Main reason why I do what I do. Everyone has their own way of dealing with Blitz. Some just don't deal with it at all. That's kind of where I am. Have I used my promotion credits from the first run of DD3? Yes, I have. I still have over 200 credits left, but I did spend them to get characters like Crystal and Falcon to 4 red and to mainly help me clear Catalyst Change Challenge tier 12. As I found, I did put it in auto, as I found value in completing that one because it basically triples the number of SPCs that you get from that challenge alone. So I felt value in upgrading those characters to complete. I believe I did put a 5th red on Emma, and I did put a 5th red on Ebony, just to help their sustain in the game modes that I use them in. So that's kind of where I spend it on. But like I said, I know I have over 200 still sitting in my account that I'm just going to sit on for now. The gold promotion credits, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those once I get them for the second run. I may just sit on them too and wait to see what I need for Dark Dimension 4, or who I want to build for Dark Dimension 4, and then apply them. Clown Prince, that's a really good strategy. If you have very good Blitz teams, not all my teams are very good. I rely on Kree and Hand to win a match, and some non-synergized teams to win matches. So yeah, if you have 20 very well synergized teams, yeah, restarting tier 6 over and over again is a very good strategy. I do have a checklist to start balancing out Blitz teams. So that's something I'm going to be working on now that I'm through all the content in the game. So I may change my strategy, but Blitz Sim may change my strategy for me. So we'll see. What do you think about the cutoff will be at 3%? I haven't looked at the Blitz predictions because I kind of know what I need to do for myself. Countdown, do you have any plans to make a video on the tier 12 Catalyst Challenge? I actually did do a video already. It's on my channel. It's like an hour long, so I don't know if I'm going to go back and do a shorter version. But the hour long version was me recording my journey to finishing off the Catalyst Change tier 12. So it kind of showed you my entire progression of where I started and how I finished and finally did it. And you can see like all the characters, like the investment I had to do, the ISOs that I had to do. It kind of just, it was kind of like a deep dive into my thought process and my drive in clearing content. I may go back and do a shorter version of how to clear that challenge, but that is currently, I do have currently already have the video on my channel. All right, Justin, man, I'm glad you stopped by, checked it out. Hope you have a good one too, brother. They're saying 11 million. Oh, I'll hit 11 million easily. I'll hit over, I should hit close to 5 today. Can't remember what I hit for. Trying to remember what I hit the other for Ghost. Ghost, I was able to get 55 shards, both blitzes. And I actually didn't go as hard on her second blitz than I did on her first blitz and still got 55 shards. Yeah, I'll hit 11 million, no problem. It's just the belly of the beast, unfortunately, with these kind of things. There's not much. The scores are always feel like they're really high, but it's players setting them. It's not like Scopely setting them for us. It does. Newer players are at a disadvantage when it comes to new characters. There's no denying that. It's always going to be that way. But when you have characters that a lot of the older players have already at 7 stars, the scores drop way down because those players don't do anything but milestones and they're done for the free resources. So it does give a catch-up mechanic to the newer players. Obviously, a day 100, day 200 player is still not going to be able to capitalize on that. But as they start filling out their blitz teams, they're going to be able to. Yes, Sim. 20 million. Yeah, I'm not hitting 20 million. I don't even know if I even would actually try to do this competitively, if I would hit the 20 million or not. Oh, blurred words. Hey, no problem. I only got about 2 million. Not... yeah. All right, guys. It is getting close to that time where I'm going to have to start a blitz rotation. Got like 4 minutes. I'll do one U7 match here. Well, they took care of the running node for me. All right. Yeah, I milestone and chill for most characters. If I have the character at 7 stars, I'm milestone and done. I'll do a few blitz matches every day for the daily objective, but I know how many rotations I need to do or how many blitzes I need to do total to hit that 750,000 number. So yeah, I'm not really blitzing when it's a character already at 7. All right, I gotta pay attention to this for a second. Who do I want to? Black Widow. Oh, she didn't stealth. Oh, Doctor Strange for sure. Let's finish her off. Get that barrier. Oh, can I get rid of Sentry? Almost. Let's see if I can spread the blind. No! Let's extend that stun. See if I can finish him off. Ah, no. Well, I'll finish him off now. And that's mainly make sure I don't chain into Doctor Strange by accident, and then I can maybe focus on these two. Yes, please. Slow? Yes, please. They got no turn meter. And spread. Bye, Wasp. Let's chain to this Wasp. Oh, I missed. I probably should worry about Bullseye here in a second. Let's block him. He can do a lot of damage for a character that doesn't do a lot of damage for me, but he does a lot of damage in U7. Right. See if I can ability block. No, can't get that to chain. Alright, let's say bye to Strange. Defense down. Nope. Get rid of that evade. Ooh. Sentry. We gotta move faster, run out of time. I don't know if I really needed the heal, but I'm trying to hurry. Oh, that's bad. Let's chain this. Oh, man. Strange. Who's got the evade? I don't know who's got the evade. Let's get the double tap on Ant-Man. Let's try to get him down in red, get speed. Pass the ability block. No! Alright. Oh, I have max barrier. Strange it is. Man, Sniper, you hit too hard. Bye, Sniper. Oh, shoot. One Ant-Man. Alright, got the barrier. Hope that's enough to take care of business. Well, that's ability block then. What the? Ability block? Thank you. Come on, go down. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on over here, guys. Oh yeah, Beast and I cannot wait for Beast to be farmable. Boy, I'm looking forward to building that character. Iceman looks awesome. Kitty looks okay. As long as they do Jubilee justice, that's all I care about. That's my favorite character. As long as they do her justice, all's right in the world. All right, guys, I'm going to go into my Blitz rotation now. Like I said, I'm going to end the stream shortly here, so feel free, any last questions, but I am going to end things. Come on, go. Oh, that's good enough. All right. Truth is in the word. Yes, it's been a long time since I did live stuff. I am looking to take all live content over to Twitch in the future. Unfortunately, with the software that I use, apparently it costs money to stream on Twitch. I don't know. I just happened to set something up wrong, but they do want me to sign up for a Prime account. So I do want to take all live over to Twitch and keep YouTube as just videos. But for now, I'm using this as live also. I'm have a lot of stuff that I'm working on in the background. So until I can get my next video out, I'm kind of doing some live content. And then once I'm able to get my videos back out, because I'm working on a lot of large projects, I won't stream on the days that I know I'm going to have videos coming out, so to speak. Tomorrow, I'll probably stream again tomorrow. I'll have war content on top of normally what I got to do for Yellow Jacket and everything else tomorrow. But yeah, it's been fun, guys. Definitely made, 2 hours fly by, more than that. Stream schedule, I don't know what it's going to be, Elvin. It's going to depend. Do I have a video on my blitz rotations? No, I haven't made a video on my blitz rotations because I don't know how helpful it would be. And I haven't really broken down the math as to my score versus someone else's score in time savings. Obviously, if I'm going to do the math on that, I'm not going to do it during Yellow Jacket. I'm going to do it during a character I don't care about. It's not a bad idea for a video. I just know it's going to take a lot of research. Birdman, thanks. Yeah, so I'll let you guys know. I'll post it on my Discord if you guys remember my Discord of when I'm going to be streaming, or if I have an idea of if there's going to be a set schedule or not. Link to my Discord is in the description of this video or this live stream. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So I do appreciate you guys taking the time to check this one out. Yeah, hopefully I'm planning on doing this again tomorrow, and we'll be able to add in some more blitz rotations, arena, war, and stuff like that. But until next time, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye. That's the wrong hand. This one. Bye. Put this in auto and